Alright, so we're here checking out your biped character. It's actually looking really good so far. So, you've done a good job on your geometry and your edge flow and so on. But, there are a few issues going on here, and you probably kind of subconsciously noticed them, or you may have consciously noticed them. But there are just kind of some proportional issues going on. You were saying you're having a little trouble getting the legs and the abdomen connected correctly. As far as this goes, I mean, the connections here are looking fine. So, that's not really an issue as far as, if they're lining up correctly, if they're connected the right way. So you'll see me moving stuff around. But what you probably noticed is the fact that we've got, the legs coming up into this hip area here, and we've got kind of this just really flat bottom area, okay? And then also on the front here as well, as we kind of come around this area, the front of the abdomen as well is just really pretty flat. This center line here, isn't really coming out and helping that shape, so it's creating kind of this super flat surface. And we've also got this pretty flat surface on the back here as well, okay? So, for real human proportions, we'll want to change that a little bit and bring that out, okay, just to better define where the legs end and the hips begin, okay? Just another thing that you can see from the side, and again, you might be consciously aware of it, or, maybe it just seems a little off somehow, but you're not sure. If we kind of picture this character's center of gravity, alright, so it would be kind of, right going through the center of this chest area here, and should continue downwards in a straight line. And basically your feet are going to be kind of resting in that center of gravity. So the center of your foot right here should be kind of lined up with the center of the top of your body here as well to help you keep balance, okay? So even though, our geometry is looking really nice, everything's looking really good, for this character to be balanced, his feet would probably actually be more right around that region, alright? And I just, did some horrible stuff there. Moved a whole bunch of stuff back. And this is just going to be a process of grabbing things and moving them over as you see fit. You'll have to, of course, look at this from multiple angles, but you can kind of start by doing something like this, where you're just looking at it from the side and kind of repositioning things. Just grabbing things and moving them back if you can. Move that back a little more, actually. So yeah, you'll kind of want to move this thigh area back a little, alright? And that's actually going to improve the character's balance and center of gravity, and it's a slight change, but it's actually going to really help improve the look of the character overall. Okay, so once you have something kind of like this, you can kind of see how this guy is now probably standing straight and isn't about to fall over at any point. Okay, So definitely take a look at that. Just move those legs back a little bit, and you know, we'll come in here as well and deal with this. So for this, you know, I just grab some of these faces in here, and I'd probably pull those back. Of course, you know, that's a little dramatic, so make sure you're rounding out these shapes as well as you're going through and doing this kind of thing, okay? And of course, also, you know, don't just work with these center faces. There are a lot of faces next to these as well that you can manipulate to help with this shaping. Like these on the outside as well, you should be moving. Okay. Just doing a lot of adjusting. And you know, a lot of this at this point is kind of an eyeballing sort of a game, alright? Just trying to find that natural flow and see what feels correct, alright? It's a little too pointy. So yeah, and you know, obviously you're going to do the same thing on one side as you are on the other, so you know, I'm not going to go through and do everything twice right now, but you kind of get the idea there, alright? And you know, again, as I said before, we've got this center line here, and there's not really much shaping going on in the center line, alright? I'd say to, you know, right about here at this edge loop is probably where we should really be pulling some of these things out a little bit, just to help improve that shape and make it just a little bit more round. And you know, these usually aren't very dramatic changes, you know. Kind of a mistake that people make a lot is when they want to change that shape, they pull something way out super far, but usually you can get away with just teeny tiny little changes in shape, and it'll really improve the look of your whole model just by making these small adjustments. Alright? So definitely take some time and go through and just kind of round things out as much as you can in these kind of areas. Alright? I would also, you know, probably take some time and we kind of go around this way. We can see, you know, it's pretty flat along here. You know, it's a nice curve, so, you know, we do have a curve going on here, but it's kind of abruptly changing direction as we come right to this line going down underneath the arm here. So it's kind of a sharp angle. Alright? And obviously people don't have too many sharp angles, so you'll want to go through when you see areas like that with those kind of all of a sudden changes in direction, and you'll just want to just pull things in so that you have nice smooth curves. Everything should be pretty gradual, just soft organic shapes, okay? So you'll just want to go through and just start rounding things out. It'll also help if you are aware of your spacing as well. So, for example, anytime that you've got a great big polygon next to a little teeny tiny polygon, that's probably a good indication that you may want to sort of adjust that area. Alright? So you want to have pretty even spacing between polygons when you can. It's going to help your curves look better. if we don't have any big giant flat polygons next to little tiny ones. Okay. I might even bring a little bit of this arm curve that we've got going on down through here as well. Alright. So I'm just going to pull that out a little bit. Something like that. And this as well, we've got kind of this V shape going on, and really, you know, considering this nice round shape of the arm, we kind of want to follow along with that in this area as well. Okay, so we'll sort of round things out there. Pull this guy back so we don't have any jaggy lines. Just evening out our spacing as well while we're doing this. A lot of moving stuff back and forth until we're happy with the way it's flowing. Alright. Pull that down a little bit. And of course, as usual, anytime I move anything at all, checking to see if the curves are flowing smoothly. They're looking like nice natural curves, alright? And then after I've gotten them kind of to my satisfaction in one direction, it's really important to then look at them from other angles. Okay, so from this angle, it's not looking so pretty. So make sure that you take the time to look at these things from multiple angles so that you're sure that you're going to be happy with this curve no matter what direction you're looking at it from. Alright. Obviously in video games, people are going to be able to see all the way around your 3D model, so to make sure that everything is nice and tight and the way you want it to be. I'm going to move this up a little bit. Again, that's, you know, just an issue of we've got these smaller polygons over here next to these bigger ones over here, and we're just trying to keep a smooth flow. Anytime you see something suddenly kind of veering off in another direction, it's a good time to kind of bring things back in line with one another. Alright. You've done a good job on your muscle definition. So kudos on that. I would say with the knees here, this is a little bit dramatic. You can see it's kind of a very sharp dip into the leg at the knee there. Alright, so kind of like a blade right down the middle here. So, you know, we're going to want to bring that forward a bit just to make that knee more subtle. Alright, obviously we want people to know that it's there and that our character has a knee, but a lot of modeling is more about having these subtle shape changes. Okay. And right along here as well, I'm gonna just kind of move that up. All right. So I'm just in small ways kind of changing the shape of this knee area. Alright, it's nothing too dramatic, but it is going to improve the shape. So if you look at our knee over here from, different angles as compared to our other knee that we haven't worked on yet, you can see this is looking much choppier on this side. Alright, this one is just kind of a nice smooth sort of kneecap. Alright, it's visible, it's there, but it's not over the top. Alright, this as well, right here, this one's coming out pretty far, so again, just making sure you're looking at things from lots of different angles, checking it out, making sure it looks good, no matter which way you happen to be looking at it. Alright, so just a lot of turning. Alright, so that kind of does it for the legs. I mean, everything looks pretty good there. Arms are looking good. Hands are good. Yeah. Okay. Well, so everything else I think looks fine at this point, and so you're doing well there. You may want to bring some of this in just a little bit. And obviously, whenever I'm doing something on one side, you'll want to do it on the other side as well. I'm just doing one side at a time for time's sake. So, I might just bring some of this in a little bit. Over here on the side as well. Just to give that a little more curve. But it's not totally necessary. And because we've got, kind of a guy character, if we do bring this curve in a little bit, we'll also want to bring in this side of the hips and the thigh a little bit as well. Okay, so we don't want him to have too much hips. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this critique. Let me know if you have any questions about anything that we went over today. Other than that, happy modeling!